Don't you love it?
Yeah, I do.
That's so cool.
9 minutes later.
Oh, yeah.
Can I sit in it?
Okay. Thank you, everyone, for sticking around for the live stream in 6 hours. What is this? So many hours. Here we go.
Main event.
And for this camera, it just got started.
Really?
So,
Okay.
I don't know.
what are we doing?
So I think we're doing a very shortcut. We're just whatever you want to do, to be honest.
No, what, like, whoosh. And it goes, whoosh. Like, whoosh. And this looks like a woman that needs a haircut. It's like this. Let's do it. Jump in the chair, it's happening.
Okay. There we go.
Here we go. Now, would you like a black one, a stripy one, a pink one?
That pink one, please.
You want the pink one?
I want that pink one.
Cool.
And my beer.
And your beer.
Beer's coming.
Oh, ladies, you both,
Oh, yeah.
lovely ladies, Scott.
Yeah.
They
I
put you
was
to
on my
shame
way, I
there.
was
They
on
put,
my
no,
way.
they put you to shame.
I was like this.
They've known me for 3 hours and they jumped up faster than
6
you.
hours.
They got jewelry on, earrings and the rest of it.
Oh, okay.
Leave them on for the whole
Okay,
head.
yeah.
You're right,
Leave them on.
really.
So great. So great. And the pink one. And Matilda, you're going to watch there? Of course.
That's right, yeah.
Good. School teacher, come over here.
Yeah,
a
you
meeting,
can learn
basically.
how to do
No,
this
true.
too.
No, this is true. You're a school teacher from England and you had enough and you came to New Zealand to do something else. You're a school teacher from France and you had enough and you came to do something else. So here we are. Matilda, would you like to do the honors? Oh.
Yeah, I want to.
Oh, yes, the-
School teacher, doing something else. Living your dreams. And we go. Like, how satisfying.
This is really good.
Isn't
I
it?
always going to do that. So,
So
yeah.
good.
Yeah, your whole dreams. Your
You
whole...
okay?
Yes,
So good.
very good.
And then
Perfect.
also you could be
Perfect.
mean, like school teacher mean. You could take this, the ponytail, the elastic of the hair.
Oh, yeah, go
and you'd
for
be
it.
like, you won't be needing this anymore.
Contraband.
Oh, you're so gentle. Thank
Yeah,
you.
you won't need this anymore. So French at the moment. Wow.
And then,
Merci.
and then oh, you better, it's like, you won't be needing this anymore. You're getting
I
harsh.
really won't, yeah.
No.
This
You
is the
can-
last time you see your hair long like that.
Would you like a photo? No.
No, oh, okay, no.
Because the French are like, come on, come with me.
Yeah, come with me,
Ah,
please.
okay, merci.
Let's wash your hair.
Let's wash your hair.
I say wash. I say wash.
As well on both
Okay,
cameras.
Okay, we good. Just trying out the temperature. I don't want to burn you.
Like I did to you. You've learned from the best.
Yeah,
You've
yeah,
learned.
yeah.
You've learned the ways.
Is it finally after 7 hours? Are you ready for a haircut after?
I'm-
We're not even 7 hours. It's like 2 days and 7 hours.
I'm very ready for this haircut after 2
After
days
doing
and
7 hours, yeah,
and
yeah.
to say goodbye
Cool.
to these long, but quite
These
dry
brown
locks.
brushes are from before.
Oh gosh, okay.
Yep. Have to clean up a little bit. We're getting close.
We're so close, I feel it.
So close. And your life partner is playing guitar.
I know, and he's playing quite
so
tense,
good.
tense
Now,
music.
after 7
right
hours,
now.
like, what do you think we should do?
We're doing that.
We determined this.
Yes.
No, not only that. This.
Oh, and this, yeah.
Everything.
After 7 hours, this
That's
is what
why
happens.
after 7 hours we take our time to determine what is best for you. Because what we want to do is we want you to be 80 years old. Look back on this and you're like, oh my God, it was the time of my life. Now, if we did it 6 hours ago,
Yeah.
we did it not 6 hours ago, we do it now after 7 hours. Because when you're 80 years old, you're like, I still love you.
We've learned a lot about each other, and
Exactly.
we're in his zone. Now he's playing.
The best thing about a gray haircut is the time. put into it before you cut the hair.
I feel great for the grey haircut, yeah.
Yeah, you've had short consultations. Very short. Like, what do you want to do?
Short consultations over a long period of time.
No, but you're like, you had short consultations and bad haircuts or whatever.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
like, this is called like 7 hours of hanging out before I even thought about cutting your hair. I'm just.
Yeah, and we looked over those pictures a lot. We've
And then you
decided
have
a
this
lot.
going on around you. Wow, how cool is this?
Okay, those first cuts are the scary ones.
Exactly, because one thing you said earlier was like, oh, the worst thing ever. My mom cut my
You're
fringe
gonna do the fringe
too
first,
short.
aren't you?
Too short. Oh yeah, definitely. Because you're
Okay.
a woman. You're a woman now. You got a strong cowlick though.
Huh?
You got a very strong cowlick though.
I do. I
Cool.
do have a strong cowlick. So when I used to have a fringe, I used to have to like really heat
Yeah, I know.
with the
Okay,
string.
here's what's gonna happen.
So you have to, I think, work around that because I'm in the van. So I'm not going to be able to.
Change my mind.
You're going to have to do something that works without a
Exactly.
hairdryer.
Change my mind.
Okay, good.
You're not getting any haircut. We saw any pictures tonight. You're gonna get the haircut I give you.
Okay. As long as it works for me in the van without.
And that's
a
one thing you
hairdryer.
said. You said I trust anyone who's a professional, whatever.
Exactly.
Cool.
So if you say this is not going to work, I'm going to do this because this is going to work, then I'm going to trust you.
And we're gonna try to satisfy everyone with this haircut.
And it's super dry at the ends. They need to come off.
And we're not gonna go like snip, straight across your forehead because you got the strongest cowlick ever.
Do you think? Is it really that strong?
Yeah, no, it is. You see already?
Yeah.
You can't go shorter than that.
Oh,
You
I
cannot
like-
go shorter than
But
that.
what you've done, I really like.
Exactly.
I like that.
I like the whole drama, like working up. Like, you know, we're talking about like, oh, we
It
could
already
do all
looks
kinds
quite.
of.
I quite like the 60s.
it.
No, Scott, you need to keep playing.
I'm taking a break.
No.
No, he needs a break too. Like me, I take breaks. I take long breaks because I want to.
Okay.
He doesn't have to do anything. I don't have to do anything.
Okay.
I just
fine.
need
This is
6
the whole-
hours. I just need 6 hours.
Exactly. Because that's what I've been doing. A 6-hour break. Yeah, he gets it. I love that. I love
He's
you
a
and I love him.
creative like you.
I love you and I love him. You guys are my people. And also, we look at all kinds of crap. And now that I'm finally cutting your hair after all these hours, it's called change my mind.
Yeah, we've decided on this. Oh, I've snipped one bit. It's not going to work. Let's change it all.
Change my mind.
I
But
should have probably mentioned that
Don't
in
worry,
August
people
calendar.
watching at home or here. You're going to get clippers.
I actually
And
already.
you're going to get a tight fade.
I actually already love that.
You're going to get a great fringe
Yeah.
and a tight fade. We're going to do all kinds of things going on here.
Okay.
We're starting from
I'm
the front.
excited.
But you're going to get a tight fade. And you're going to get clippers. We're going to make everyone happy. Everyone happy all around.
I already really like the bangs, so
Awesome.
we're good to go. We're good to go.
No, 3 years almost. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so I used to have those bangs, like that first haircut when I broke up with the boyfriend,
Yeah.
and I got the bangs cut in, but I used to have to like blow dry down that bit
Yeah.
because it really flicked up and it was a nightmare.
Yeah.
But I was dedicated to the cause.
Now you realize he has to take a break because he's mourning the loss of your hair. Because he likes your long hair.
But like
And then
I
he started
said,
cutting,
I dealt
he's
with
like,
4 months of
I
him
have-
having long
I
hair.
know.
And he didn't know how to do. So
I
he has
know.
really lovely curly
As I
hair.
started cutting the hair, he's like, I don't feel like playing guitar anymore.
No, but so he has really lovely curly hair, but he hates his curly hair. So
But
he used
your
to
hair
like.
cutting process is part of his mourning. He's like, he dropped the guitar for a reason. I just heard there. There's a reason why I dropped the guitar. Because he likes you with long hair.
He does. He
And you're
does.
cutting hair off. He's like, okay, I'm going to put the guitar down.
I'm just going to take
Just
him
my
over.
way of dealing with
I'm just
things.
going to. Yeah.
My way of dealing. That's exactly what's going
For
on.
dinner
That's-
around here.
He's an emotional human. He just doesn't
an
like to
awesome
mention
dude,
it.
though. He's an awesome
Oh,
dude.
he is for sure.
Yeah.
He's very loving and very,
Yeah.
very supportive.
Because you guys both live in a van
Exactly.
down on the bay.
Exactly.
Not on the
And,
river. I haven't showed you that clip yet, though.
No, you haven't. You
I live in
haven't.
a van down by the river. I haven't shown you. Oh, I'm going to show you that for you later tonight. Oh,
And we've
I got
done
a whole-
that.
Once the cameras go up, I got a whole bunch of crap to teach you.
We've done that since January, and
Yeah.
So we did that.
like just before he went away, we had a bit of a like serious talk, and he was like,
You know the one on the corner.
"We spent 5 months in this van, and
It's like
we're not
amazing.
bored of each other. Like we spend 24/7 together in the
Well, that sounds like good times.
Exactly. Well, they're hard times, but at the same
Well,
time, like
I'm gonna
he's
sing
right.
this first one out.
And you
Good
can-
times for a change.
Yeah, but you don't get sick of each other. You're like, yeah, you've annoyed me today,
Most of
but
them are like around
like,
1.
there's no one else. He's right when he says like there is no one else that I could have spent 6 months in a van the size of a
Yeah.
shoebox with.
Exactly.
And the most annoying things are like, could you
Oh, it's
just
like
put your slippers over there,
Yeah,
please?
yeah.
They're just in my way. Or like he puts my slippers down in the footwell, and I'm like, but I like my slippers right here, so
That's
when I get out
funny,
of the bed, my
because I've got a
slippers
joke. Usually when I sleep with someone, and you wake up in the morning, and the first thing I say is like, aren't those your shoes over there? I'm like, did you want to go for breakfast or something? Like, no, I'm just saying, those are your shoes. And you guys find over shoes differently than me. Me, when I sleep with somebody, it's
I'm
like,
from London and we met in London. So
aren't you those like, good morning, like,
West London.
aren't those your shoes over there? Oh, I thought maybe we go for breakfast. Like,
It's very leafy.
these just look like your shoes. Can I at least call you? Like,
No, just
maybe.
take your shoes and go.
Yeah, exactly. That's me in the morning.
And he's adorable.
I know exactly.
He's the only person that's
And
like,
I'm just making
I'm just
jokes.
not bored of you. And
I'm just making
he's
jokes.
soft and I'm hard.
Yeah, I'm just
So he's
making
like,
jokes.
I'm never bored of you, and I'm like, so he went away for 3 weeks. He's like, aren't you gonna miss me? He got to the airport. I was like, I missed you already. I was like, baby, you're coming back in 3 weeks. Why would I miss you? Like, oh.
Yeah.
So, anyway,
So he's soft and I'm hard.
I'm gonna cut some in your peripheral.
Oh, thank you.
Where was it?
Like, oh, okay, yeah.
Welcome to being short hair, because we're working on it.
I lived in
Do you know, I'm.
San Sebastian for 3 months.
Not fun, no.
I was learning
It
Spanish.
is
Doesn't
fun.
that feel amazing in liberation?
It does, but it's also like I love. So I dye my hair red, and or the last time I dyed it, it was like a purple.
Would you like some more in your
It
pile?
wasn't the same atmosphere.
Go on then. Oh god. Oh fuck me.
Isn't that fun? So much fun. And look what's coming out of it. Look at that crap that's coming out. Isn't that an amazing woman coming out of it? Be careful, amazing woman coming out of a haircut.
I'm aware.
Oh, he is aware. That's why you put the
Just
guitar
don't let it feels like a mullet right now. Don't leave it as a mullet.
No.
Very-
Oh, totally
It's
shit.
very Kiwi.
No, don't.
I'm
say
Nova
that.
Scotian.
No, the mullet.
Oh, currently,
I
yeah.
don't-
No,
no.
you're correct.
Yeah.
Currently in this state, it's very Kiwi. Yeah, no. We'll spin the chair so they can.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's still enough. That's
All right, we'll leave it there.
no. That's a mullet. No. I just mean on top. That's enough.
I know.
Oh,
No, I know. Don't worry about it. This chair is like a battleship. This chair is like a battle tank.
he's
Do you want
gone
a
up.
cigarette? Right there.
No, don't.
No, he's
not-
vaping. He's vaping.
Yeah, exactly. He's not smoked a cigarette since
Oh, you?
September.
Neither of you.
And I've not smoked a cigarette since
No.
January.
Oh, I want a cigarette.
I've been really good. I do want a cigarette, but I'm just not going to. I'm just going to be really strong.
But I'm gonna finish your haircut first.
Exactly.
I'm gonna earn my cigarette after this haircut. It's funny because people watch this channel like, I wish I could cut hair, blah blah blah, and they watch it for the reasons. Me, I'm thinking like, I'm cutting hair and I wish I could have a cigarette. It's the opposite of what. Like I love people watching this channel. It's so great. I'm glad to share it. I'm like, I wish I could do these things. And I'm like, I'm cutting hair. I'm like, I wish I could have a cigarette.
Yeah.
You know, it's what I do.
So what I really like about the long bits of my hair is that tone of the red coming out. I quite like that copper.
Yeah.
So.
Do I see more of it falling in your lap? Doesn't that feel amazing in liberation?
It does. It does
It feels
feel.
so good.
It feels
And I
crazy.
do this. I do it for fun, but my brain's thinking, I want another cigarette.
I just love that colour.
It's so fun.
It's such a gorgeous colour when it really comes out that red.
Tomorrow I'm meant to check out and I'm meant to go to get my contract.
Holy moly.
Enough.
Oh my god.
Right? Yeah. Shit.
Oh my god. So when I text, my mum is Indian.
Car tonight.
I didn't realize that. But I was going to ask you earlier, where does your nose come from? Because I love your nose, and I love noses.
So
Noses explain a lot.
my great grandmother and grandfather are South Indian, and they emigrated to the Caribbean in Trinidad
Okay.
after
You got Trinidadian in you.
after slavery.
But we're going to have cameras off. Look, being from Toronto, all kinds of Trinidadian. Like, I can't even begin to tell you.
Yeah.
We're going to have other conversations for sure.
So after slavery got abolished, basically the British colony was like, how do we control these newly free slaved? What we'll do is we'll bring in our colonized Indians because
Okay.
they've proved to be intelligent.
Let's stop the conversation now
Okay.
because we're on camera. We're going to have this conversation private. But right now, for fun, because I want to give you my favorite quote for the last year.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I want to give you my favorite quote last year. So, you ready for this? My favorite quote for last year. What country did you come from?
Trinidad.
No, you say England.
England.
No, but what country did you come from? England.
England.
But what country did you come from?
Yeah.
England.
Where are your parents from?
But where are your parents from?
Yeah, that's the worst.
England. But where?
Yeah.
I knew we'd get some.
That's the worst.
But after camera, we'll have the conversation. Yeah. But I just want to make my favorite quote of the past year. Where do you come from?
Where are you actually from?
Where are you? But no, where are you actually
Or
from?
where is your heritage from?
Well, where is your...
What's your heritage? That's the one.
Yeah.
Yes. So my mum is Indian heritage.
Cool.
Hence the very thick hair.
And here you are doing the wrong thing for Indian culture.
Oh yeah.
You're not supposed to have short hair in your culture.
So I text my mum and I was like, look, I can go do this model thing. It's like $50 to $100. He said like I can pass through Wellington and get more haircuts. He'll look after my hair.
What's your mum say?
And
You talk to your mum about this?
do you know? So she said, babe, I have 2 sons. I do not need a 3rd son.
Now, you know the best mother response when she cut your hair? So when you do a ridiculously short haircut and your mom sees it for the first time, do you know the best reaction is this one? How am I ever going to have grandchildren when my daughter looks like a lesbian? Like, oh my God, why did you do this to me? I just want grandchildren, you look like a lesbian.
So that's kind of the response I've got with all the piercings. And then when I did the undercut, like I was like, oh, how do you like the undercut? And she just went, I was like, okay, fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really enjoyed her come back to this one. I have 2 sons already. I do not need a 3rd.
She's going to watch this video.
And I was like, yeah, but Mum, whenever I pass through Wellington, he said he'll give me a free haircut. And she's like, well, I think that sounds like a good deal.
Mom.
Oh, Jesus.
She's going to watch this video. I love it. Okay. I'm going to make a couple of... I love Indian mothers. But I'm going to say this. I would never date an Indian girl.
No, it's
Do you know why?
difficult. Yeah.
I have no problem with dating an Indian girl. I'm afraid of their mothers. Yeah,
And
exactly.
so you should be. So
Jokes,
you should be.
jokes. I have no
Scott
problem
could-
dating
Scott
an
could
Indian
entirely,
woman. I'm afraid of their mothers.
Scott could probably.
Yeah,
Give
exactly.
you-
Exactly. Hi, Mom.
I'm coming. Sorry.
Holy moly.
Don't you feel amazing? And your mother cut your hair off like super, like when.
Oh yeah, she'd
But-
screw it up. She'd cut it and
And she's
screw it
worried
up.
about this.
It's when I said to her like, oh, he'll cut it for free whenever I'm in Wellington. She was like, okay, that sounds like a good deal. It was so Indian of her.
It's so amazing.
She was like, I don't want a 3rd son, but oh, he'll cut your hair for free whenever you're there. Okay,
That's so
fine,
cool.
it's
That's
fine.
so cool. That's so cool. Now, my favorite thing, when I worked in Toronto, the last place I worked, there was a girl I worked with as a hairdresser who was Indian.
Yeah.
Her and I were obsessed with goodness gracious me.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, we were.
That's such a
Every
good
time we would
shot.
break together, we got the whole the video, like, let's watch goodness gracious me.
Yeah.
Oh my God, love. Like, we are going for an English. That's quick. Where the Indian people are drunk.
Yeah.
And they go to an English restaurant after the club. Let's go for an English. and the waiter, the English guy walks up and, yes, what would you be having? Like, we would like some, how do you say this? Bread rolls. It's like, okay.
Have you seen that whole thing on?
And then the other line was like, bring us the blandest thing on the menu. Like instead of bring us the blandest thing on the menu. Like they're really totally reversing the whole scenario. Oh, I love that stuff.
When my auntie and uncle and cousin came to England, they were just like, the food is so bland. What is happening?
Yeah, exactly.
Where is the spice?
Oh, especially in New Zealand. Oh my God.
Yeah. Indian food here is
terrible. And even me, like, okay, my former boss in Canada is Sunil Prakash. Right there. Like, right there. It's four of them right there.
Oh, yeah.
As I cut hair, that's Sunil Prakash, my former boss again. He's Indian. He's a short, gay Indian man. He's so picky about food. But at least in Toronto, you got authentic Indian food because we have an Indian community.
Yeah.
So I learned everything about food from Sunil Prakash. I come to Wellington and I'm like, oh, an Indian restaurant. You know, order food. I have a bite. I'm like, I go,
It's not Indian food.
and he goes, what's wrong with it? I said, would you give it to your family? He goes, what's wrong with it? It's not spicy. He's like, okay. He sprinkles them. He's like, oh, you're supposed to cook it in.
Exactly.
Oh. No, Wellington is the worst place in the food.
No, New Zealand.
Wellington has a big Indian community.
But they cook for Kiwi taste.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I worked
Drives me crazy.
in Turangi. I worked at an Indian restaurant, and the chef there is Indian.
Yeah.
And I have like half Indian, so we used to laugh like because the Maoris come in, and what they always order is a mild butter chicken, garlic naan, and rice.
Yeah.
And then, like, every night, if I work till late, he'd be like, what do you want? And I'd be like, well, nothing off the menu. It's like, shall I cook you something? It's like, yeah, cook me whatever you will eat. And he's like, yeah, I don't eat anything off the menu.
No.
And then other people come in, what does the chef recommend? And the chef would stand there and be like, well, honestly, no Indians eat this. So
If I want to give you something, you come to my house on a Sunday when I'm not working and you enjoy the food.
This is for Kiwi people.
This is for
I am
Kiwi
Indian.
people, and I'm
we don't
Indian.
eat this.
We don't eat this. And,
yeah, 100%.
If you want to eat it properly, come to my house on a Sunday afternoon and I'll make it for you
And
properly.
Kiwis just can't do spice. They're
No,
always just everything mild. So like in the UK, the idea of having like a Madras or a Jalfrezi mild, like here you can get it mild, medium, hot, whatever. In the UK it's like these dishes are mild, these dishes are spicy, these dishes are like super hot. There is no changing a Jalfrezi from a super hot to a mild.
Yeah.
Whereas here it's like, oh, you can have a mild Jalfrezi, but how? How does that work?
Yeah.
It's really bizarre.
Yeah. So true.
But they've really like.
I've been here
catered to
11 years now. It's
And there's even on Facebook there's English people on like the Wellington Brits in Wellington Facebook page, and they're like, where can you get a true English kind of curry? It's really hard.
Welcome to New Zealand.
Yep.
There's pies.
Yeah.
Like pies.
They love a
But
pie,
I love it.
don't they?
And
a
I love
pie
it.
is good.
The biggest thing I miss about Toronto are Jamaican patties. You cannot find a Jamaican patty in this country. For your life.
Yeah.
There are no such things as Jamaican patty. Now, when I leave this country and go back to Toronto, you know what I'm going to miss? Pies. It's reciprocal. You cannot find pies like this country there. Now, you come to New Zealand, you have expectations like, I want this, this, and this. No, you won't find it. I won't find a Jamaican patty in this country. And I love it. I won't find oxtail, I won't find all kinds of things here. But you don't come here for that. I go back to Toronto and I will enjoy everything. And if I spend too much time in Toronto, like, you know what I really miss about New Zealand? I want a steak and mushroom pie.
Their pies are really good.
Yeah, this country is the best in
and
the world
a lot of
for
our family
pies.
in Trinidad that
And
go
there's
to
no
Canada.
sweet pies. It's like mince and cheese, steak and mushroom.
They love mince, don't they? Here?
There's no fruit and sweets and sugars in a pie. It's meat. Meat. And sometimes a potato top mince pie. Like it's not.
It's hearty.
It's New Zealand pies have nothing sugary about it or fruity about it. They're pies. They're pies, and it's a big part of the culture. It's like, would you like a steak and pepper pie? Would you like a steak and cheese pie? Would you like a cheese and mince pie? Would you like a steak and mushroom pie? Would you like a
steak and venison? venison pies?
You name it.
Any kind of red meat.
meat. Sometimes cheese or mushroom, but it's meat. Every meat you ever want.
They are very
that's
much
New
so.
Zealand pies. And people in the United States, you have no idea what we're talking about. You have to come here to see it.
Yeah.
And even in England, they used to have pies. Back in the 1700s, they
We
don't
like a
anymore.
pie, but not in the same way that
No.
like every dairy here has a pie.
Oh,
Every
gas station.
gas station
It's like
that has
you
a
pump your
pie.
gas with a car and you get a pie to go. It's like, would you like the steak and mushroom, the steak and cheese, the minced cheese? Like,
It's
it's
so
a
true.
wall of pies. Like, in America, it's like, fill your car with gas, a bunch of Doritos, all kinds of flavors. Here it's not that. It's like, you
No,
fill
it's
your car
just
with
the
gas,
pie.
it's a wall of freshly made pies. They got about 5 a.m. to make it. Oh my
Yeah,
God, this
they
is
are
better. So much better. I mean, if I ever leave New Zealand, I'm so gonna
You're gonna
miss
miss
the
the
pies. I wouldn't be able to tell you.
Scott,
Yeah.
may I please have another beer, please, my sweet beard?
My sweet beard.
My sweet beard darling, may I please have a beer, my darling, sweet beard man?
Oh, you guys are awesome. And by the way, I'm not cutting your hair short as what we talked about.
No?
No.
Okay.
Cool. Because as I got to know you, that's why I got to know for 7 hours. But you're going to have an undercut, kind of a long haircut with an undercut.
Okay.
But we're going to shave this stuff underneath.
Okay.
Tight.
Oh,
tight.
nice, okay.
Tight. It's just the way it evolves over 8 hours now.
Well, yeah,
probably.
you've got
8
to
hours.
know, yeah,
It's been
we've
8 hours
chatted
now.
and we've got
Yeah.
to know. And then there's always like you say,
And you'll be back.
yeah, you're down the road from me. I can come down and be like,
Well, you got the shortest fringe you've ever had.
yeah, that is.
Ever.
And I have that cowlick, so.
Exactly.
And I can already see, like, you've cut off all those red bits that were dry.
I know.
And I can feel like I've just got those natural brown bits. It looks shiny, it looks healthy.
The reason why
That's
you're
what
ending up with
matters
this
to
haircut is
me.
called rapport.
Ah, yes.
Rapport.
And that's
And they joined it as well.
but that's what matters to me. Like, I'm always growing my hair and I want it to be long, but I just don't see the point in it being long and unhealthy.
Yeah.
I hate when I go to the hairdressers and I always tell them, cut off whatever's dead, whatever's gross, whatever's split, whatever's dry, just cut it off.
Yeah.
And they're too scared, and so they cut a little bit off, and you go home, and within a week you're like, well, there's split ends.
Well, I
there.
wasn't too scared to get your shoulder.
Yeah.
It wasn't right. But what I said to you earlier in the night when we first started talking, I want to cut you as short as I possibly can with it still looking good.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is it. The reason being is your cowlick. But also, and I've said it, like I could do it. I'm gonna be dramatic.
But I quite like my cowlick goes that
I know,
way.
but I could do it. And you look amazing. Not saying I'm gonna do
You
it.
scared the
Of course I did.
sugar out of me there.
No, exactly.
But I think my cowlick looks quite nice when it goes that way.
Cool. Hang on a second. Where did
Oh, I do look quite 80s like.
Oh, I know. Just run your fingers through it. Have a think.
Yeah, it's quite fun, isn't it?
Think about if you want it shorter or not. I gotta check my messages for a second.
No, that's fine. So that's someone's.
But sometimes I forget where my ends up. These guys will probably keep tabs like, yeah, that was his, that wasn't his, that was. Anyway. We're not cutting any more off the sides and back either. You're gonna come back. Because your life experience isn't finished tonight. The way the length of your sides is back is right now with the length on top works.
Okay.
Your haircut's finished right now. But also you can grab a seat in the chair again tonight. If it's really driving you crazy. So here's how we're gonna end this.
Okay.
We're gonna take this off now. I haven't even done
Really
any styling on the top of it.
sophisticated.
Your hair's turned into like Thatcher's vibing, but without a curling iron. It's kind of what we said, right?
Oh, and with the jacket and the hoops.
I know, it's so cool. It is so cool. It is so cool. So here's the rule tonight.
Okay.
You're going to get out of this chair.
Yeah, okay.
But if at some point tonight, if you sit in this chair again at any point tonight, you know what's going to happen.
I've watched the videos and I've seen the girls like get their hair really cut short, and then I've seen them at the end like, ah.
Yeah.
And I've looked
So,
at it and been like,
seriously,
no. They
right
don't-
now, you're getting out of the chair.
Yeah, okay.
If at one point tonight, if you sit in this chair again tonight at any point,
You're going
you
to
sit
cut
down,
it. Your butt's
go.
going.
Right over the top, right away.
Okay.
The moment you sit in the chair, it's happening. But if you don't sit in the chair,
Okay,
it's not happening.
okay.
There you go. But to be honest, this is friggin' awesome.
It is awesome.
Amazing. Show the tubers. And they and we've said it.
I do really
And you're
like
a woman.
it.
I do really like it too. And show the tubers. This is a really cool friggin' haircut.
What do we think?
Cool, Susie's back.
Hello.
Hello, jump on there.
Awesome.
We had fun the other night. Now it's what? That was Saturday, today's Wednesday.
Yeah.
And so your hair is settled in over the last.
Yeah.
You love it?
I love it, yeah.
And then you send me a message and you want to.
Go a little bit shorter, like
Little
a
bit shorter.
pixie cut, and a little bit modern, just for that every day,
That's
yeah?
cool, yeah. But looking at it, like when we did that that night, yeah, this is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And we kind of like the undercuts are kind of blended in a bit anyway.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
then
yeah.
we were able to. So the haircuts we were looking at were pretty short. How much you want off the top? Like all that gone?
Yeah, so just like, did you see those pictures that
Yeah,
I thought?
go
Yeah.
grab 'em. We can.
Yeah, those pixie cuts. I just.
Oh yeah, you sent them to me so we can look
Yeah,
at this one.
I just figure now I've gone short.
Yeah.
Might as well go the shortest
Yeah.
and then really enjoy it,
Yeah.
the experience.
Oh, you emailed them to me.
Yes.
That's right. There they are. Yeah, you're just looking at cute short haircuts. Yeah, that one's super cute.
Yeah.
Let's see the other one. Yeah, she's looking at cute short haircuts.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
that's
Yeah, so that's
We'll do
yeah,
that.
That's what I want to do. Cute short,
Yeah, we'll do that.
because it's super freeing.
Oh, definitely.
Just getting waking up the next day and like, oh,
Oh, it's so good.
yeah.
So good. Now, has your boyfriend come around? 'Cause
Yeah.
he was like, oh, no short hair.
he was.
and then now it's like,
And then
oh, short hair is cool.
We got home and he was like, you look gorgeous. You
Yeah,
look stunning.
exactly,
And I
exactly.
was like, yeah, you should have trusted me. And do you know what? I shouldn't have listened to you. I should have trusted myself. But
Yeah, no, it's all good. That's
Yeah,
all good.
it's all right.
Which color do you want?
go with, the purple this time.
Let's do
please.
purple this time. Yeah, and we're not going to do wardrobe changes tonight. This is follow up.
Awesome.
Yeah. People will want to see what happened.
Yeah. And they'll see that we did go for that short in the end.
Yeah. Cool. Come on over. Let's wash it.
Awesome.
Come on over. We'll stay on camera a second. Sorry guys, I gotta show Suzy. Come over
Oh,
here.
yes,
You
yes.
gotta see Harry. It's over there. That's so funny, eh?
So good.
Yeah.
Definitely keep Harry.
We're gonna show
Harry,
we're gonna
Harry.
show the channel. So grab a seat here. So on Saturday night when we did our shenanigans, Suzy made this out of her hair, and it was a perfect little ball. And then this morning, Janie and I we put eyes on it, so we're gonna call it Harry. We're gonna stick it over here by the door.
Oh, that's
So
brilliant.
Harry's gonna greet people coming into the salon.
Yeah.
So anyhow, 8 hours of shenanigans.
That's
and then,
what happened.
Well, I didn't even see that night, but all I know is
Yeah.
I came in Monday towards the end of the afternoon,
Yeah.
and then I saw it and I was like, "What's that from?" And I knew it was your hair, and then I was like, "Oh, I didn't even see you do that." And then we put googly eyes on it, and then there we go.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Wow.
we're gonna call it Harry. I mean, you can have it if you want, but
Oh, no,
if you
that-
think it's, I mean, you
I
come-
think it has some.
you'll be back
comedic-
in this shop again. Every time you come in,
Exactly.
and you'll be greeted by
I can
Harry.
Say hi to my old
Just
hair.
say hi to Harry.
Exactly.
It's like, oh, hey Harry, I recognize that
Oh,
hair.
I love that.
Yeah, it's so funny. Cool. So pixie, awesome.
Yeah, pixie.
I'll start on this side actually. First ever pixie cuts are fun.
Yeah, I am
Because
excited.
it's gonna be like tapered up the sides and back.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we'll just cut it as short as we possibly can with it still looking good.
Yeah.
Get it out of your system. So that's
Exactly,
gonna be
yeah,
the taper
yeah.
sides and back.
And yeah, with that undercut, I'm already used to those short sides and back, and
You are.
I like it. Yeah.
But I'm gonna taper it into the undercut. So
Cool.
basically what's gonna happen now is the undercut's officially gone
Yeah.
because you're just going into short hair now.
Yeah.
And if you decide to grow your short hair cut out, you can grow it out to, other things.
Yeah.
Or if you love it short, you're just gonna keep it short.
Exactly.
You're gonna keep it short until you get it out of your system.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah,
it's 3 haircuts with me while you're in Wellington.
Thank you.
And if you want to be on the channel again, and then we can do,
Yeah.
the
Who knows?
modeling fee.
Who knows? I might
Who knows?
get that buzz cut one day.
Yeah, actually that'd be fun too. Now, my friend Polly had a buzz cut on the channel.
Oh,
She
yeah.
just texted me today
Yeah.
because her daughter wants a haircut, and then I said, "Oh, do you need to clean up?" And then she'd send a selfie. Oh, she's like buzzing it herself. Like she's not.
Oh,
going,
yeah.
No, she's like self buzzing now, and that was like a couple months ago.
Oh, cool.
But some people just like, oh no, this is just me from now on.
Yeah, yeah. I guess just the ease as well, when you realise like how easy life is without having that long hair. The
Sure.
upkeep is so
It's true.
much more reduced.
Yeah, no, it's all true. And that means your fringe is going to go super short this time
Yeah.
to go with that. Yeah. And I'm off to Christchurch, so this is cool. We did it before Christchurch. 'Cause
Yeah, that's
I'm going
nice.
to edit some of the stuff from. I haven't had a chance
Oh,
since
cool,
Saturday because Sunday I slept all day,
I imagine.
and then Monday I had the kids, and some kind of builder was supposed to come Monday morning that never showed up until like 1 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And so you're trying to keep the kids happy. So there was no
Yeah,
time
you
to
can't sit down and
yeah.
edit with kids
No.
around. Yeah.
And today I had the kids again. Tomorrow I'm gonna try to edit and post things.
Oh, good luck, because
Yeah.
that was a lot of footage.
Yeah. No, but when I break it down, because the stuff that was shot with that,
Yeah, yeah.
that's just gonna cut right through it.
Oh, cool.
So the editing won't take long. Oh, it's fun cutting it.
Yeah, it's fun watching it come off now.
True.
Once you've had the first bit of all the big bits, which is the kind of anxiety inducing,
Yeah.
seeing this now, it's just like really
Yeah.
cool.
So yeah, it's
Exciting.
boosting your confidence.
Oh,
not,
yeah.
Yeah.
And it was nice
Boosting
going in on
anxiety.
Monday actually. All the haters who'd been like, "Oh, you're gonna come out looking like a boy or an idiot,"
Yeah.
and I went in and was like, "Go on, say your worst because I love it," and they were like, "Oh, actually, it really suits you. Like, you look great. Like, yeah, thanks. See,
Yeah.
it's all right. That's
That one,
my."
yes, that one's yours. I was
it's-
gonna say,
yeah.
that doesn't sound like
No,
mine.
don't worry, that's just messenger.
Yeah. It's funny earlier when we started this retro haircuts channel and people would have their phones and they'd go off and they'd be like, there were no phones in 1984 because we're trying to
True.
recreate that. Now we don't do that joke anymore, but for a while I was making that joke. Or the other joke was, like if it was 1984 and you found one of these,
Yeah.
what would you think it was for? What would you think it was for? Like you find it somewhere, and you're like, well, what's it for? Would you know, because likely, more than likely the battery would be dead.
Yeah.
And even if you could get it to work, the battery would die anyway, and you wouldn't know how to charge it.
Yeah.
And then you think, well, what's it for? Because you wouldn't throw it away because it's kind of peculiar.
Yeah.
I think in 1984, people would just think it was like a surface to snort blow off.
That's what I was
exactly.
Like,
They go to a
this
party.
is a really fancy mirror.
Like Miami Vice 1984.
Yeah.
They'd be like, oh, you go to a party. Where'd you find that? I'm like, oh, I don't know, I found it on the beach. We went through some kind of time portal, but the person from 1984 that received it doesn't know what it is. Thinks it's all perfect. Oh, I know what to use this for.
Perfect
Yeah.
surface.
Yeah. Oh, we made that joke on here. Like that Miami Vice 1984.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Found it on the beach. So yeah, you got a strong cowlick. Now I said that on the Saturday night, and when I did the first snip, I'm like, oh, we're not gonna go shorter with a fringe because your cowlick's gonna be so strong. But when you're going short pixie, it doesn't matter that the cowlick's strong because everything just becomes short.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what's funny about like you doing the door knocking job, but we won't say details about it.
Oh yeah.
In New Zealand, but anyway, you're doing one of those, which is common for backpackers that come around, and you know it's not. But what I find, like I know what door knockers in Toronto are like. They come to the door and then they're like, oh, they're like, no, it's good. Okay, off they go. But here in South, they do the door knockers like it. Blah, blah, like no one answers the door. Do you know about if this person and that person? Because I guess they have lists here, and they're checking off. Like in a big city, you wouldn't do that. It's just bang on a door. It's a cold call. Bang on a door. They're interested or not. Just move on to the next.
Yeah,
but I guess here, you guys must have lists.
So we don't have lists, but we do have we have a set neighborhood.
Right.
And then like our company, we have like that kind of script that you say.
Sure.
So then if they kind of say like, oh, I can't afford it, or I'm not sure.
And then you're going to say your thing.
Yeah. And then sometimes, like a lot of the times I'll get people who are like under 21.
Yeah.
And I'm like, is anyone over 21 in the house? Will anyone be home?
Yeah.
But we don't necessarily have like lists, like we don't get the census lists or things like that. So,
but you're not doing sales. You're doing. I'm not gonna say, but you're doing something. Is it sales? No, it's.
So it's charity, yeah.
Charity.
So,
that's what it is. Charity. That's what it is. It's charity. Yeah. Well, we won't say any more than that. But yeah, it's really, I think always because they bang on my door and they say, "Oh, your neighbor over here," and blah, because you know in their head they're checking off.
Yeah.
Things or whatever.
Yeah.
I just noticed that. I'm like, I don't know. And I do like I'm not a Kiwi, right?
Yeah.
So I just want to like, not interested, and then okay, have a good day, right? But it never, back home that's how it works. Here it never works out that way, no. And then me, I'm even more because I'm a talker for a job.
Yeah.
And you try to out-talk me, you're going to go down, I'm going to take you down a rabbit hole. I am going to take you down a rabbit hole.
Yeah, I've definitely had those people and they talk and I'm like, I've figured out you're a no, but you're still talking at me.
Now you had your one, like, blah, 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 no, I'm not. And the moment you try to, then I'm going to take you down. Because you had your, okay, have a good day. That's all you had to do, have a good day. But you didn't do that. Now I'm going to drag you down a rabbit hole. And I can out-talk. Because it's what I do, I talk.
Exactly,
And the best was, not the best or the worst, you know, I love all the religions, everyone's equal and all that sort of stuff. But when I lived in Toronto, my flatmate Melissa, she'd be always hanging on the back area. Door would ring or knock on the door or whatever. Mormons.
Oh God.
I always invite them in.
They're lovely.
No, I always invite them in. It's like, well, come on in. Next thing you go, come on in. Next thing you go, they sit in the living room, but I'm out talking them.
Exactly.
And Melissa's in the back
really
room.
impressive.
She won't come out. She's in the back room, but I'm out talking them. They're in my living room. and sometimes I'm like, hey, can I make you guys a burger? I got a beer in the fridge if you want. Oh, you wouldn't be too disrespectful. I got make you a coffee. They won't have any, I wouldn't offer them a beer though. But I just start to engage in the whole, I'm like, oh yeah, that sounds good, but did you ever see the one with the...
It's like they're the talkers.
Because I want them to leave it in the notebook. I mean, not disrespect, Mormons are awesome, but I want them to leave and write the notebook. Don't come back here.
You will get sucked in and never leave.
I will drag you down that rabbit hole. Now, I've never done it with Jehovah's Witness, but Mormons, yeah. But no, all positive though, like nothing negative.
Oh yeah.
Nothing negative. But,
just have fun. If they want to chat, you can chat.
Yeah, Mom want to talk. And then off they go. Melissa comes out the back and says, I can't believe you, I can't believe it. What? They bang on the door, come on in, you want to have a talk? I'll talk. And probably with them, they would have had fun with it too.
Exactly.
Because how many doors close in their face and whatnot. Yeah. They got a message to get out. And they're not going to turn the conversation around on that message. And they can leave any time, but no, and then you get the smile, you get the, because when they're not doing that, they're people too. Yeah. But I've also had clients in the chair of Mormons, and I've always gotten along well with Mormons.
Yeah.
Mormons are, all the religions are cool.
Oh yeah, definitely.
All religions are cool. But not all religions bang on your door.
No.
Now, Prince, you remember Prince? He's a Jehovah's Witness.
Was it?
Yeah. Now, what happened with him was, because he had a house in Minneapolis, Minnesota, yeah? But he also had a house in Toronto.
Okay.
Because not many people know about his private life. He was married to a Jewish lawyer from Toronto.
Oh, wow.
And they had, I think, $11 million house in Toronto. Wow. But his door knocking for Jehovah's, he sought to do it.
Oh, really?
But he didn't do it in Minneapolis, he did it in Toronto.
Oh.
He was banging around the neighbors in Toronto. Do you know why? Because I guess Canadians are friendlier and they don't have guns, right?
Yeah.
So there's that. And
sure.
and the neighborhood he was banging on was a lot of Jewish ladies. And then the Slaughter at the time, you get the odd lady come in and they'd be like, oh, did Prince bang on your door? Oh, he did last week. Oh, did you invite? Oh, I got him this autograph of the Watchtower for me. Like normally a Jehovah's Witness bangs on your door, they're like, no, thank you.
Yeah.
Prince bangs on your door.
Like, yeah, well.
Come on in, have a coffee. Oh, you got a Watchtower? Can you give me some more of those Watchtowers or no?
Yeah, I'll listen to that.
All the Watchtowers, autograph them. Autograph them.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, can I get you anything else? You want to talk about something? Oh, I'll talk.
I'll listen all day, Prince.
I'll spend all day talking to you. So funny. Yeah, but I worked in a salon and you hear that story every so often. Like, did Prince ever bang on your door? Not in my neighborhood. I didn't live in the good neighborhood. The wealthier clients. You hear that every so often. That's many years ago. But it's
That's really cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Doesn't matter. You're standing in the world. You still got to do your obligation.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I thought that was cool too.
Yeah.
I'd love it to be banged on my door.
Yeah. I may have considered converting.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't convert, but come on in. I'm not going to send him away.
No, definitely not. Not Prince.
Yep. Now, we did have a staff that worked here not long ago, and she was raised Jehovah's Witness. I don't think I ever told you the Prince story, though. I may have.
Oh, yeah.
But she's super cool anyway.
Yeah.
She's a super cool girl. Very talented.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Because when they're not banging on doors, I've gone to the bar with her.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Off the talk. But I also remember my high school. I think the prettiest girl in my high school was a Jehovah's Witness girl.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I imagine they have very strict dating rules.
Oh, that's why you wouldn't even bother.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, you're so pretty, but there's no way.
Yeah, you're never going to get in
No,
there.
no. You wouldn't even bother. Yeah, I'd say that she was beautiful like Elizabeth Shue. Remember from Karate Kid?
Oh, yeah.
That kind of pretty.
Wow.
That kind of, this is like, you know, I graduated high school like in 1990, so I started high school in 86. So about like 86, 87, 88, you know, you do the, yeah, she was very much the Elizabeth Shue from Karate Kid kind of looking girl. You triple take, and then she's Jehovah's Witness. Like, oh, well, complicated.
Yeah, way too
Yeah. Yeah. I was too afraid to date any girl in high school, to be honest.
Yeah.
I just hung out with them. I just hung out with them.
Well, I think in high school it's probably less complicated just to hang out with them than date them.
That's right.
High school girls are very complicated.
Oh, it is, yeah. That give me anxiety.
Humans.
Oh my god. Anxiety attacks. Me asking a girl, no, I never asked a girl to prom. A girl in my math class did ask me to go to her prom.
Yeah.
But I don't think I would ever would have worked up the nerve to ask a girl to go to prom. No. No. And someone did ask me to go to prom. And she was my friend.
Oh, that
Yeah.
works. The
She was my
platonic,
friend.
yeah.
Yeah. It was cool.
Yeah.
They're all
I'd
like,
have been calling like
Yeah.
finding management numbers and
I
customer
know.
service. Like,
I
hello.
know. Anyhow, and then he leaked that video to the. Why did he leak it? Just he shared it with the media.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah. It's like, well, I'll show you the video. It's pretty. it's not
That's
normal.
madness.
It's not normal. Heroines, yeah. And here we are in New Zealand talking about it. So you see what happens when, you know,
Yeah.
work travels around the world quickly.
It does now, doesn't
Yeah.
it? You can't hide anything.
No. So you happy with the longer length sides and back, or are we going to crank the sides and back tight with the clippers? Or you like that?
I think you could crank the sides and back
Yeah.
a little bit more with the
Because
clippers.
you like the feel of short hair sides and back.
I do.
So we're just going to keep cutting, but I'll show you where we're at in the morning. Like this would be like someone who's a nice short haircut for first time would probably go as far as that, but you want shorter with the
I
clippers.
do, yeah.
Yeah, you want shorter with the clippers.
That back and the sides.
Yeah.
I
So
do.
you want to do like a number 2 or number 1 at the hairline, or a skin fade?
Oh,
Ooh.
I do like a skin fade.
Do you?
I do.
We could.
Well, it grows back, so.
Well, I know. So we're gonna go shorter, eh?
Yeah.
Well, what we'll do before we do that, we're gonna. I showed you the back. Let's spin the chair so they can see where we're
Yeah.
at. And yeah, we're happy to go shorter. Just blow this off. I'll give you a spin. So yeah, normally a woman with a first time short haircut, that would sort of thing would be satisfactory, but no, we're not
But
satisfied. No, move that a wee bit.
I'm not a normal woman on a first
No,
time.
you're an absolute woman. So we'll start with the number 3 up, and then we'll go tighter to
Cool.
the hairline. We'll spin it a bit so it can be seen
Cool.
a little bit. See, yeah, now the smile comes out even more. So I think we're gonna do a little more off the top. Are you cool with that?
Yeah.
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 Because if the sides are gonna be that short, the top's gonna go shorter. I'm gonna see about every 2 weeks to keep up this haircut.
Cool.
You cool with that?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because we're friends now.
After spending
And
8
so-
hours
I know,
together.
exactly. Yeah. And then just get your boyfriend to grow his hair really long, and you be the cool short haircut, and you be the cool long hair, reciprocating.
Oh, yeah, we'll be the yin and the yang.
Yeah. This day and age doesn't matter. But when I was in the last girlfriend, high school girlfriend I had like hair down to here,
Mm-hmm.
and her hair was short like this.
Yeah.
So at some point, she had bobs too short like this to
Yeah,
go
yeah.
back, or the Demi Moore Ghost, like something
Oh,
to that.
yeah, I've seen
She's
that.
like Demi Moore Ghost, or the Wilson Phillips,
Mm-hmm.
or Bob, and then she gets inspired and cuts it all off again.
Yeah.
So I had all the long hair. And she had the cool short haircuts. I did most of her haircuts, but
Oh,
sometimes
nice. Yeah.
I treat her. I was like, oh, did you want to get a haircut? Like, you know,
Yeah, yeah.
years of cutting her hair. I did the odd shout and got her a haircut.
Oh, nice.
And sometimes she didn't like it. She's like, go home, like, oh, I'll fix that. There was one she really liked, but I think that one, she brought a picture of like China Phillips from Wilson Phillips.
Yeah.
And then they didn't really do it. They did something more weirder.
Yeah.
But she didn't hate it. It was fine. But, and then one time she got this awful bob. And then after I was like, oh, it's all right. She's like, I look like your mother. I'm like, okay, let's go home and fix it.
That's the great thing with
Yeah,
being
that's
with a
exactly.
hairdresser.
She's like,
sort this out.
I look like your mother. All right, let's go fix it. And then I'm thinking, oh, you know, here I am. Oh, it looks okay to me. I look like your mother. Oh, do I got mom issues? No, not really. I just saw Bob, right? Yeah, but that was the best thing about high school, was doing everyone's haircuts.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I did everyone's haircuts in high school.
Were you like working at a hairdresser to learn that,
no,
or
I was
just?
doing it. Well, my grandmother had a hair salon, so
Oh,
you hang out
yes, I
there.
remember, yeah, so you'd have learned
It
that
inspires you.
I see.
And then you're like, oh, I'm gonna give this a go. And then I didn't really start to do it seriously until I did it under my friend Sunil from 24 on.
Uh-huh.
But up till 24, because that's what happened. Like, I was doing friends' haircut, and some people like that. We just do haircuts for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
You know, don't charge, you know, or just have a
Yeah,
few
yeah.
drinks or whatever. And so Sunil, my friend, I'm already friends with him,
Mm-hmm.
hung out a lot. And so he comes in, because at the time we had a clothing store. And then I was doing haircuts in the back. He had this hair salon across the
cool,
street.
yeah, yeah.
So he'd come and hang out with us, and we'd break between customers. So one time he comes, goes, what are you guys up to? He's a short little princess, he's a short little Indian man. What are you guys up to? And I was giving someone a bobby wax, and he goes, you're not going to cut it like that, are you? And I'm like, what would you do? He goes, okay, first of all, this is how you section. And then from there, he was like, and then he didn't realize I was doing this. He goes, and from now on, you just talk to me. You just don't do like. And so that's who really got me into doing it properly, was Sunil. And at the time, I would have been 24.
Okay.
Now, to give you some context, that's him right there. That's a picture of him right there. So I still have a picture of Sunil up in the salon. As Dean and Sunil, they were the salon owners. But Sunil's my friend, so you can see him. Cute little gay Indian man, isn't he gorgeous?
Tiny little
I know.
man.
And look how tall those. And that's his life partner, eh? Like, look how tall his
wow.
boyfriend is. Look at it. Aren't they amazing? They're like a xylophone. Like, they're yeah, they're awesome. So anyhow, the last job I had before moving to Wellington, New Zealand, was when I was 39, and then was working for him.
Oh, cool.
So 39, so 24, and I didn't start working with him until I was in my 30s. But he
Okay.
was my friend.
Yeah.
And then, because what happened, I moved to Toronto, then I moved to Halifax. So when I moved back from Halifax back to Toronto, I'd worked for him. Because I went from Toronto to Halifax, Halifax to Wellington, Wellington back to Toronto, and that's the time I worked for him. And then Toronto, I came back to Wellington. Yeah, that makes sense. So, but I never worked for him until my last years in Toronto.
Yeah.
But that's because I went back there. I'm like, hey, Dean, or hey, Samir, you want me to read? He's like, yes, yes. But up to that point, I'd worked for other people.
Yeah.
I just didn't work for him because he's my friend. But then if I'm like, just, I need a job before, I'm here temporarily. Yeah, it was absolutely the best.
Yeah.
I totally loved that.
That's cool.
Yeah, no, I love Sunil. And I would say this space in here is a huge amount of influence. A mix with my grandmother, but Sunil, a lot of it is.
Yeah.
Because you know how I am, like I no rules, I really don't give a crap. Same with him.
Ah,
I get it from, not that I don't care. His standards are high, but we're very, like, the ability to be a talent manager, not a micromanager. That's I got that
Really
from him.
different, yeah,
That's what I
they're
got from him.
different things, yeah.
Yeah, like he's not a talent. He's a talent manager, not a micromanager.
Yeah.
And I got that from him.
Letting people grow and develop.
Yeah, develop on their own and giving
kind
them the tools and what they need
Yeah.
to succeed. Yeah,
More of
that's-
a mentor
yeah,
kind of thing.
Yeah, that's what I got from Sunil. Absolutely. But some things of him I'm not, like they all, like that stuff, I'm not, that's not quite my, but don't get me wrong, I friggin' love it.
Yeah.
I just don't do this very well. You're not gonna do it like that now, are you? Here, it's like, but that's inspiring too. Like that's his way of getting out of people as well. It's just not my way of doing it.
Well, everyone's got their own style, haven't they? And
Yeah.
you're best doing what works for you. It's
Yeah.
more natural.
Yep. I'm almost tempted to go even tighter up the sides. Like you want it tighter through here?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I can
you
go
don't
tighter
care.
on the side. Yeah. I love the tight sides.
We're gonna do that. Look at you, you're all like, this is your first short haircut ever?
I know, and I'm just
But you're
going
like,
for it.
no, it's not
I
it.
love it.
Yep. This side is the bulky side. This is the side that needs to really go. And Sunil's father was a neurosurgeon.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And Sunil's father wanted Sunil to grow up to be a doctor.
Of course.
He's like, because there was all different boys, like, this one's gonna be the doctor. And so Sunil says, like, yeah, I was like 5 years old or 8 years old or whatever. And my dad would set up a stool in the OR. Like, he was like, oh, I just sat there all like that. Anyhow, then high school came along, and then he came out, and then he went to hair school. But you know what? Him and his dad were right to the very end. They were so close.
Yeah, that's cool.
So close. And his mom. His mom is from UK,
Oh, yeah.
and his dad is from India. His mom was so beautiful. His dad was a gorgeous man, too.
Yeah.
But amazing parents he had.
Oh, he's lucky with
Yeah.
that day and age as
Yeah.
well.
His dad found a beautiful English woman.
Oh, good.
Yeah. And then Sunil got all his dad in his looks.
Oh,
But
nice.
no, Sunil's still good looking. Like, there's pictures of him young, he looks like, like Depeche Mode or, like with the hair. Because you got that beautiful thick hair, amazing haircuts, eyeliner, the whole look and the whole, he's very stunning. Very beautiful man. Fun to hang out with.
Yeah, I bet.
Anyhow, reminiscing about Toronto.
The good old days in Toronto.
Yeah. But you go back there today, it's not the same.
No.
Changed so much because, well, especially after pandemic, everything,
Oh, yeah.
all my little hundred, places I used to hang out, they all went bankrupt.
I bet, yeah.
Everything's gone. Everything's transformed.
So many businesses
Yeah.
struggled, yeah.
No, I know. There's one that I used to work in was gone.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because when it all came along, everyone closed their doors because they
Mhm.
couldn't pay the landlords.
Yeah.
And then it got transformed, and the ones with the corporate money took over spaces,
Mhm.
and the ones with the
All those little,
Yeah.
like, private businesses. And,
Yeah.
Oh, that's such a shame.
yeah, and I think the whole world's like that.
Yeah. Yeah. So many
Yeah.
areas
Yeah.
of it.
Is this short enough on the top for you, or you want to go even shorter? You want to feel it? Because by typical clay in there, it's going to be a cool haircut. Or if you're feeling, I guess, too much hair, we're going to cut more.
I think for now,
Yeah,
that might be enough for me.
yeah, I think so too.
Yeah?
Yeah,
And then we'll see in a couple of weeks how I
right.
feel.
Because I'm back next week anyway.
Yeah,
like I'm back from
exactly.
Christchurch on Monday
Yeah.
evening, so I'm back on Tuesday.
I'm loving it.
Oh, me too. This is so amazing. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna spin the chair with before I put stuff in it.
Awesome.
It's not a tight skin fade, but it's down to a number 1,
Oh yeah, perfect.
which I think is good for. This is middle of winter here now
yeah,
anyway.
yeah.
But we're gonna do more haircuts.
Yeah.
And I'll spin the chair. I'll show you the back. I'll spin the chair, then we'll throw some clay in it. So there's your sides and back tire. Isn't that fun?
That's so
Yeah,
much
then
fun.
you can feel that. That is so cool.
Oh, I really
And
love
we'll
it.
spin the chair. We would have done this on Saturday, but no, we had to sleep it off for a second.
Take
It's worth doing this another night, so we can do a proper closure of the night.
Yeah, but
You
also
know.
it was really nice having that more retro hairstyle for a
Oh
couple
yeah,
of days.
for a few days as well.
And then I kind of got really used to it and was like, yeah, do you
Yeah.
know what? Definitely shorter.
Yeah.
Like, I'm 100% down
Yeah.
for that.
You rocked the first haircut, you rocked the second haircut,
Yeah,
and so when I get back from Christchurch, some point, coming up,
Cool.
we're gonna do a third haircut. So this is clay. Look at that! Like even the top. Like,
Nice.
why would you fight your cowlick? You just freaking go with it.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think I can do an even shorter spike here for the next one, but
Yeah.
if people will leave comments below, because by the time we do the next one, this video will be published.
Cool.
So we'll do that.
Yeah,
Like,
we can take some
whatever
some
you
advice.
think we should do next, you leave comments below. We will look at them. But I kind of like it like not way up, but
Yeah,
this
yeah,
kind of shape.
Yeah.
So what you do is when you shower,
Mhm.
and then you're not going to use a brush or a comb or anything anymore. You're going to use
Just, yeah.
this. Push it forward
Push
and
it
over,
forward.
and then because
Okay.
you can't fight your cowlick, and then a bit of clay is always good. If you need some, let me know.
I will need some,
Yeah.
if that's okay.
Yeah, I'll hook you up.
Oh, thank you.
And there you go.
Oh.
So now that that's done, we're gonna spin you again so they can see it with all the clay in it. That is super cool.
It's
Sorry to bang you
awesome.
around. I'll show
That's
you one more time with the
alright.
back. And we'll
Oh, I
grab
love it.
some after shots.
I really love it.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, yeah.
That's so inspiring.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Cool.
Oh, I love it.
We'll grab a camera, get some shots.
Yeah.
Awesome. Come on over here, we'll say bye to the tubers. So here we are at the end of the adventure we started the other night, just a couple of days later.
Yeah.
We've had some rest and
Yeah.
after work, and what a good follow-up for that evening.
Mhm.
And leave comments below, let us know what Suzy should do next. And we will check in a couple of weeks, or a week or two, or a week and a half, who knows, whatever inspires.
Yep.
We'll be back in the chair. So yeah, let us know.
Awesome.
Sweet. Bye, tubers.
Bye.
Mwah.